When you're on the Tollway, peace of mind is just a call away. With the Illinois Tollway Star 999 service, help is always at your fingertips. Whether it's a flat tire or an unexpected breakdown, our dedicated team is here to assist you anytime and anywhere on the Tollway. Drive with confidence knowing that Star 999 is just a dial away. Remember, Star 999, we're always there when you need us.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Intercepted, hosted by Kevin Byard, presented by Illinois Tollway. I'm great to have a guest. This has actually been an interview I've been waiting for a long time. I'm trying to get this guy on. My teammate, and actually was teammates last year in Philly, my guy DeAndre Swift, man.
Appreciate you
coming on, man.
Thank you.
No, honestly, man, this is not only have I been waiting for this for a while, my family too as well. I know you probably, I don't know if you remember or not, but after the Washington game, had my family out there. My dad took a picture and he texted me like a couple of days later and was like, man, people texting me talking about DeAndre, that's my son, he look like my son and all this. I'm like, bro, you gotta chill, Pops. You wasn't even I had to take a picture with me, but no, I appreciate you coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first and foremost, obviously we just had the holiday weekend, holiday break. I want to ask you, man, how was your Thanksgiving? How was the family? Did you have family come up? Like, what did you do for Thanksgiving?
It was good, man, especially being so close. We played the game on Thanksgiving, but not being that far as far as travel because we was away. So I got back, we probably got back like 7. Yeah. Probably got back like 7. My family came up from Philly, stayed the whole week, stayed at the crib. Yeah, so cooked for us and everything.
Did you do Thanksgiving the night of, or did you do it on Friday? Because I know some people kind of did both.
No, we did it the night of.
Yeah,
they had already ate, so my plate had to warm up when I got back to the crib and everything. But yeah, they definitely came and supported, man. Cooked for us and everything.
So who all cooked? Did your mom cook, Pops? Who cooked all the food?
My mom cooked, my dad cooked, my grandma made desserts, sister had a little dessert and everything. So everybody kind of played a little part.
Tell me, what was your plate looking like, dog? Talk to me. What was your plate looking like?
So we had mac and yams first and foremost.
For sure.
That's the go-to right there.
God. Gotta be next to each other too.
They made stuffing. I ain't really a big stuffing person.
Okay.
Stuffing, dressing, whatever your preference is.
Yeah, okay.
And I just learned that's two different things. I guess
it
they
really
make it different.
Yeah, I think dressing is more like the cornbread. It's like cornbread style, breaded or whatever. Stuffing, I think actually like you're supposed to stuff the turkey with that joint. So it's like it's a little different. But I'm more I like both. But I definitely probably prefer dressing over stuff.
Yeah, I had some mac and yams on there. I had some turkey. What I had some roast.
Okay.
And I had some green beans. That was about it.
Beans,
I had apple cake, stuff like that, little pies.
Apple cake?
Yeah, apple cake. With dessert.
But I ain't heard apple cake though. I ain't heard that one.
Something my grandma always be doing.
Dang, I've heard of apple pie, not the apple cake. That sounds crazy.
Apple
I ain't
cake
gonna lie,
I think I got some wrong with you.
Yeah, but I say might have to, you feel me, tell grandma to pull up, you feel me? That sound crazy. Nah, but I mean, for me, like I said, same thing. When I got home from the game, all my in-laws is in town. My wife, I ain't gonna lie, salute to my wife. She went crazy. We had the lamb shank. We had turkey. She made some salmon, mac and the yams for sure. We had some dressing, green beans, mashed potatoes. She cooked all this by herself too. Like, yeah. I mean, for the most part, I know like family helped like chop vegetables, but she really cooked everything. I'm talking about the day before, turkey. Man, desserts went crazy. Pecan pie. Some people brought some other stuff too. Like some of the family made some of the desserts. Sweet potato pie, apple pie.
Oh yeah, I ate good.
And her aunt made this brown sugar butter cake, bro.
Butter cake? That's my favorite. That's my go-to. Brown sugar butter cake?
Brown sugar butter cake.
Ain't no more of that at the crib?
Bro, gone. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm on a detox right now, bro. I've been going crazy. It had the little vanilla ice cream situation. But anyway, but Thanksgiving was good, man. Obviously, we came back. Then, the results didn't, we didn't get the results we wanted to, but it was definitely good to be around love, some family for the weekend.
That's mandatory.
It was definitely mandatory, bro. But obviously, I was one of the reasons why I definitely wanted to bring you on the show because obviously, man, we're both from Philly. You know what I'm saying? So this was an automatic connection that I wanted to bring. But I definitely wanted to kind of talk about, kind of your upbringing. Obviously, you just trying to tell the people exactly where you're from in Philly. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of how was that upbringing and being from Philly?
It's cool, man. Like firsthand how it is. I'm from Mount Airy section, so the uptown section of Philadelphia. If you're familiar with it for the viewers or whatever, but it's cool, man. It's easy to kind of get lost in stuff, but I feel like my parents did a great job of just having me always involved in something. So like any little free time I did have, I always had to go somewhere, do this, be at a camp, football.
Keep you busy.
Yeah. So it can be rough if you allow it to be. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a good foundation, good people behind you, good support system, you know what I mean, you can make it out.
Nah, that makes sense. Like you say, I'm West Philadelphia, definitely inner city. But just like you said, staying busy, because I feel like idle time, that's when you get into all the BS or whatever.
Yeah.
The environment is the environment. Don't get me wrong. Some stuff you can't avoid, but as long as you have something else that you're kind of working towards, a higher goal kind of, take you out a lot of stuff. But, you went to St. Joseph Prep High School. Obviously, you had a successful football career and everything. Yeah. Was football your first love? Was there any other sports that you played?
It was my first love, but I was good at a lot of stuff. Ran track. I was real known in the city.
But you ran the track?
I ran 100. When I was young, I ran 100, 200, 4, 4x4. Coach had me doing the 800. Said the 8 get the 4 better, 4 get the 2 better, all that type of stuff.
You're not doing no 800. Yeah, that don't sound crazy.
I kind of did it all when I was younger. As I got older, I stopped running track my sophomore year in high school. It was like full football, just training for football. That's kind of when I took football as more serious than anything. So played basketball too when I was younger. Them 3 sports kind of though.
Yeah, I feel like basketball is a given being in Philly for sure. I feel like everybody, you almost really just meeting up at the basketball court after school with just religion.
Fun.
You know what I'm saying? It was just religion. Everybody was at the basketball court from people, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it was, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I ran track. So when I moved to Georgia for football, I ran track in high school, and I really ran because my coach made us run. It was like, if you wasn't playing if you wasn't like a serious basketball dude or baseball, you running track no matter what. It's pretty much get fast for football.
Yeah, that's how it was.
But like you said, you quit your sophomore year. What made you quit? Or made you stop running? I ain't say you quit.
Football was just, I found myself training in there all year round.
Yeah, all year round.
Football and track just wasn't, I just knew I wasn't going to run track in college. You know what I mean? So I was already fast. I just trained. I didn't run in the meets or anything like that, but I still trained with my coach.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Still trained. I just didn't
do
involve in track season.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But you still had your track workouts, which is always
for
good.
sure.
I always recommend parents, if let's say, for example, you want your kid to be an NFL player or whatever, multiple sports. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking to Swift, myself included, everybody play multiple sports, because every sport translate, especially with football. I mean, if you play baseball, it can translate to ball tracking skills, track for sure. All kids need to know how to run. You know what I'm saying? Teaches you how to run.
Definitely. And the younger the better too, I say.
Definitely.
The younger the better.
Many sports as a young, and then as they get older, like you said, your sophomore year, you can really start to specialize in one sport.
Facts.
Kind of helps out. But so obviously, like you said, you had a successful career. You was the #1 recruit out of PA, right? So how many offers did you have coming up? You remember?
32.
32 offers, and I feel like that's probably you probably could have had more.
32. Yeah.
You had every school, SEC school. You had a bunch of schools, but 2 top schools that stand out to me, right? Obviously, you're in PA. You had Penn State and Ohio State, right? You had Michigan. Do you know if you had Michigan
Offer?
Yeah. So you had Michigan offers. You had all the top schools up north, right? But you chose to go down south to play football at Georgia. What kind of explain to me, or explain to the viewers, what played into that decision? Because you would think, you're from the crib, you want to go right up the street to Penn State, ball out, or some up north schools.
Right.
What made you want to go down and play in the SEC?
For me, bro, it was simple. I just kind of wanted to get out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Do my own thing. And a lot of people don't really have that opportunity to do so.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? God blessed me with a lot of ability and tremendous talents and stuff like that. So once the offer started to trickle in, I was getting SEC schools, and I'm watching SEC ball every week. So I'm looking like, oh man, Mark Ingram. Then I'm like, bro, I want to play at this level. You know what I'm saying? Given the opportunity to, and I was. So I'm like, bro, I want to play in the SEC. Like, I want to get out there, leave Philly, and kind of do my own thing, kind of make my name for myself that way.
Right.
Play at which I feel as though was the highest level of ball for running backs.
Nah, for sure.
For running backs at that time. So went up there, took the visit to Georgia. And I didn't even take a lot of visits because we didn't really have money to fly places and stuff like that. We drove up there probably 3 times.
They're supposed to fly you out, bro. You the #1 recruit out of PA,
so,
you know what I mean?
I'm like, where the love at? It was, you know what I mean? It was crazy, but we road tripped up there, whatever. It was cool. It just felt like home away from home, bro. Like the coaches was all down to earth. And when I committed there, I was under the impression that Nick Chubb and Sonny Michel were leaving after their junior year.
Okay,
so I thought I was going to step into a bigger role or whatever. They ended up coming back.
For their senior year?
For their senior. Yeah,
Wow.
both was their senior, my freshman year. But I feel like that was the best thing for me, bro.
Okay.
Being able to learn behind them. I call them my big bros to this day. Like,
that's dope.
Showing me the ropes and stuff like that. The way they carried themselves before they even got to the league was something I needed to see. So when they left, it was kind of easy for me to, take on that role.
That's real, because I feel like most people, well, especially nowadays with NIL and all that, most people would have seen that like, damn, they would have really probably went somewhere else.
Oh, yeah.
Because, everybody want to go and play their freshman year, play immediately.
Like that's a mentality thing, too, bro. Like,
yeah.
We ain't, like, ducking and running from no competition.
Not at all.
Anything
Trying to get this
we
work
welcome
in.
that, yeah. So
Facts.
it was like, all right, they coming back. Boom. Yeah, I ain't changing. I'm about to look anywhere else. I'm committed here. Let's go.
100%.
You know what I mean?
And then, honestly, the way especially, I feel like you were smart to look at, like, you think about the lineage, of the Georgia bats. It obviously starts way back, but you think about Todd Gurley, then you got these boys.
For sure.
It's like, I'm about to be the next one. You're not looking at it like, oh, they about to be here, they about to be taken away from me, and boom, boom. It's like, nah, we trying to get this work.
No freshman, you can't. It ain't basketball. You ain't doing one and done. You know
Nah,
what I'm saying?
fact.
And you need that time to kind of build your body up, and you know what I'm saying, learn more ball and stuff like that. So I was
100%.
never looking at it like, oh, bro, they coming back. I'm about to go elsewhere. Nah,
Exactly.
Nah.
So let me ask you, how much did your parents play in part of that decision? Like, were they more thinking like they wanted you to stay closer to home or stay up north or somewhere close where they can drive to the games, or they were just like, whatever you want to do, DeAndre, that's what we doing?
No, not really. It was I wasn't really taking too many schools serious. So it was like it was really gonna be either Clemson or Georgia.
So you was going down south regardless.
Regardless. Honestly, I wanted to go to Clemson first, but they was only taking one running back in my position. They kind of wanted me to hurry up and make my decision. I kind of wanted to wait to make sure I was making the right decision.
Right.
So it really was just Georgia at the end of the day. After Clemson had closed it off with the timeline, so they was kind of on board with that.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's dope. I was just thinking like,
yeah, they did.
Because I know most parents want to be, close and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's supportive. Like they kind of let you, make the decision that you want. And like obviously you made the right decision.
Yeah.
But like you said, you was behind when you first got there freshman. But did you redshirt or you stayed? You didn't redshirt?
True. Yeah,
so you was third string behind Nick Chubb, Sony Michel, and then obviously your next couple years, I think 2018, second all SEC, junior year all SEC. So you was first team all SEC. Let me make sure I get that correct. So when after your junior year, did you already know like, boom, I'm gone? You got the first team, or did you kind of like think about like, man, I might come back and stay? Almost follow like the Nick Chubb and Sony Michel type deal. What was your thought process?
Just as how the season went, bro. I was hooping all year. More opportunities came my way as far as touches and things like that. I was in a leadership role in my third year. Just kind of how the games went, bro. And then, informations get back to you, stuff like that. I knew I was out of there.
Nah, fast. So let me ask you, because obviously we got the same agent, David. When did you meet David, like going into the whole process? Like how you meet David?
I met David through Trey.
Okay,
Trey
that's my guy.
Yeah, Trey went to Georgia. I remember we went to dinner in the A.
I didn't even realize he went to Georgia. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he went to dinner in the A at Ruth Chris. I'll never forget. I ain't gonna say he was late to the meeting, but he sat down. This one I think he was this one Michael Thomas was just got paid. He was on the phone with the Saints.
Okay, yeah.
He was out there for like 30 minutes, bro. Came back next day, Michael Thomas get paid. I think he was the highest receiver.
Yeah, he was.
Bro, like, that's probably what I need to be with.
Nah, fast. It was easy at that point. That's crazy.
Nah, David, that's the guy right there,
nah,
man.
Definitely.
Family.
Bro, it's funny. I ain't even signed with David this year out of college. I signed with a guy out of Atlanta, Hadley Englehart, Jewish guy, cool. But I just noticed, because obviously we know David, man. David is all about family, right? Family ties.
100%.
My rookie year, I just remember like I ain't even really talked to dude at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like he might have called me once or twice.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting no marketing, no nothing. So like throughout literally my rookie year, I'm like, I'm probably going to fire him, dude. I just didn't know how to do it, and I'm just like,
right.
And so I remember as the off season, my financial advisor was really cool. Brandon Williams and all that. He was like, yeah, I think I want to, introduce you to David. And at the time, thinking like, okay, starting to research David. He got at the time, Landon Collins was about to be the highest paid safety. He broke a record. Jalen Ramsey was with him. Casey Hayward. Yeah, I think he was just signing Derwin James. But pretty much, I was looking like he got all the DBs.
Right.
He had high Clint Dix at the time. And so I'm like, man, I might just meet with the guy. He flew out, and we had a good dinner or whatever. And obviously, I'm still rookie. I'm Middle Tennessee State third round. And he was just telling me, bro, I think you're a really good player. Boom, boom. And in my head, I'm thinking like, well, I ain't really done that. You got all these first round picks and all that. Yeah. And but that was definitely one of the best decisions I made. David, he's family, so much love to him. So boom, fast forward. I was like, say you balled out of Georgia, did your thing. Drafted, second round pick out of Detroit. Did you know Detroit was gonna draft you? It was like,
nah, bro.
Did you take a visit there or?
Nah, that was COVID year, so I ain't take no visits anywhere.
Oh,
Everything
was a COVID draft class.
Yeah, bro. It was, the draft process was crazy. I talked to a couple teams, ended up going second round, but I didn't think it was Detroit at all.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know where I was gonna end up at.
The information that you got, did you think you might end up slipping into the first, or was like what was like the range?
Yeah, that's was information that I got, like late first. I think it was like anything after 19, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I think the last pick was the Chiefs or something like that. Like it was either Chiefs, I think the Ravens was in there, Tampa, if I remember correctly. But you know how the draft stuff go, bro. It ain't no telling.
Bro, I was supposed to go somewhere from 4th to like 6th. But it can go. I was almost can like either went 7th or undrafted. It was like I haven't heard 3rd until probably like a week or 2 before the draft was about to start, and I was taking all these visits because I didn't get invited to the combine. So I did, bro, like 10 plus visits in like 2 weeks. Going all these places, they trying to get the medical and all that, and then they just like, well, yeah, you're probably gonna be as high. You're probably gonna fall in the 5th, and then all of a sudden I'm taking all these meeting with GMs and coaches. Yeah, it's like, bro, you rising the draft boards, everybody liking you, whatever. You probably can go 4th. You might slip into the 3rd, and I end up going first pick of the 3rd. So, like you said, that draft joint it's crazy. It's a blessing, though. Like, you be stressing out the whole time, not knowing. Because did you host the draft party for the first round?
What?
And they had to double back the next day?
Bro, you know my pop got the gym, bro. Packed the gym out, thinking everything was going to be. You know what I mean? It was, but.
Was you upset? Like, was you like steaming, pissed off, or did you just like, man, it is what it is? Like, we just gonna.
Bro, I was hot. I ain't gonna lie, I was hot. I left the party and everything, got in the car. Cause it's like you getting told one thing, you know what I'm saying? Facts. And you young. You know what I'm saying? You getting told one thing, so you expect that. But no, it is what it is.
It is what it is. But like you said, it's still a blessing, man. You go early second, right?
Yes.
You went early second to Detroit. Like you said, COVID draft year. I know that was crazy. But like say your rookie year, AP was there. You know what I'm saying? What year was AP at this point?
At this point, what was his total? I think he did
played
2 more years after that.
Yeah, because I mean, I know he came to Tennessee. His last stop was almost in Tennessee.
He went to Seattle too. After
he went to Seattle. He went to a couple places.
Yeah.
How was that? You obviously, being a rookie, having first ballot Hall of Fame, in my opinion, Hall of Famer in the room. How was that learning from him?
Amazing.
Like, what kind of dude was he?
Amazing, bro. I looked at it as the same situation as Georgia. And then, like, AP, that's somebody I grew up watching, you know what I'm saying? Especially when he was in his prime, Minnesota. Bro, he was the best out there. So just having him in the same buildings, trying to pick his brain, ask him different questions. Like, bro, what's your routine? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you get to this point?
Yeah.
Bro, his year 10 plus or whatever the case was. Yeah, so he was doing something right.
Nah, AP was a vet, bro. One thing he gonna have is that dip, boy.
Every day.
Every day.
He walked around, young buck.
Yeah. Bro, so AP, my rookie year, bro, I remember, I don't even know, bro, but I was, it was a veteran safety at Tennessee, and they were Denor Cersei. He was going into year 6 or 7. I'm drafted. He like, man, young boy, come pull up on me down in Houston, come train with me or whatever. So I was out there for like a week. And the same AP owns a gym out there in Houston. And so that's where we're working out at. I'll never forget, we was on the track doing little track workouts or whatever, hurdle jumps, all this. And I'm working out I'm like, bro, this dude was probably going into year 7 or 8, bro. I said, bro, this might be the most athletic. I said, bro, there's no way he out here beat me in all these sprints. I'm fresh off the draft. I'm thinking I'm fast, you know what I'm saying? I said, this dude year 8, bro, it was incredible, dog. Like,
different, bro.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, he was different. And like I said, he was in Tennessee for a little bit. Like I said, he was probably year 11, 12, 13, but he still had it, though.
Amazing to see
him. So I'm thinking, like, man, imagine him year 3 when he was putting up 2,000 in Minnesota. They out there running 14, 13 personnel at the 20-yard line, just going crazy, which is incredible,
bro. It was a blessing for sure to be a part of
that.
that.
So like obviously you spent 3 years in Detroit. You had some success and things like that, but then you get traded to Philly, right?
Yeah.
Was this during the draft, or right before the draft?
Well, initially, like it happened the day after the draft, but I knew it was over with during the draft.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would ask you to expand on that, but we're gonna say that for another job. But so you got traded to Philly, and obviously I got traded to Philly during the season. You got traded before the season. How was that? How was your feelings? Was you super upset about it, or was it kind of like, thank God for a fresh start? Like, what was your feelings about it?
It was a little bit of both, bro. To be honest with you, it's like my first 3 years, like you see stuff going on throughout the building. It's like you're oblivious to a lot of things because you're young, but you understand it's a business, but you don't really know because you're not in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
It hasn't happened to you yet.
You're not part of that business yet.
Facts.
So it's like once that happened, it kind of made me think about everything different. You know what I mean? Life in general, like, bro, like you just gotta have undeniable love for the game. You know
That's
what I mean?
a fact.
But going to Philly, bro, I feel like it was a great opportunity. Once I kind of sat down and was able to like get the emotions out of it and really just think about it, bro, it was a great opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Being back home, putting on for your city, like for real, having an opportunity to play
real talk
at the highest level where you grew up at and really like put work in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you go into the games, like people that have seen your Pop Warner games in the stands watching you play in the league. So it's like,
it's crazy.
As a grown man, you still kind of got that little kid in you, bro. I'm waking up every single day, driving into the city, like, bro, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's really this is a dream come true.
Nah, real talk.
It was a great opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I remember just when I got traded, obviously, like you said, I mean, anytime business happens, bro, especially when it happens to you, it's like, it's always gonna be a lot of emotions. Because like, just like you said, when the business of football happens, you see it happen all around the league.
Right.
Until it happens to you, that's when it hit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got traded, like obviously we kind of knew we was going to a rebuild and stuff like that, but you still don't think like, you hear rumors, it's like, man, I don't think this. You telling yourself and everything like, bro, nah, it ain't gonna happen to me. And then it finally happens, like you said, it really makes you, not I would say makes you realize, but it really like kind of checks as far as like how much you really love the game.
100%,
you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like this, it's a kid's game, but at the same time, this is business.
Yeah.
And you get traded. But just like you said, it was a great opportunity. I mean, for me to put Byard on the last name of an Eagles jersey, bro, probably more than anything for my family, seeing my dad come to the games.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I don't think my dad really been to a lot of Philly games, period, growing up. And obviously he's the biggest, Eagles fan. But to be able to have that experience probably did more for my family than, I can really even imagine.
Most definitely.
And but obviously you had an incredible year, you know what I'm saying? Hit 1,000 for the first time in your career, went to the Pro Bowl, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of talk about that pro experience. So the Pro Bowl this past year was in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
So my first Pro Bowl in 2017 was in Orlando. Talk about that experience, because I'm gonna talk about mine, but it was a dope experience. Like I loved it.
Bro, the experience make you want to make the Pro Bowl every
single year.
Especially the way that they did it, bro. The shutting down the
Universal Studios.
Oh my God, having the family come, like being able to ride the rides, however many times you want to.
Lit.
Just the way the hotel, the way they treat your family, it was amazing, bro. It's definitely an experience. I feel like you put the work in, and you able to get a chance to go to the Pro Bowl. You want to go back every single year.
100%. Did you do the Disney, the private tour of the Disney joint with the family?
Everything. It was amazing, bro.
So have you ever been to Disney World before?
No, that was my first time.
Bro, so that was my first time too. And I actually, like when I went there, that's when I finally understood, like, damn, this is why Disney is so popular, bro. Like,
and I don't even like rides like that. Before that, I get headaches. I get one ride too much walking around. I want to leave. Bro, I had so much fun.
Bro, did you get on the Avatar? They got like an Avatar type of ride, bro. So my dad, like I said, this is before I had any kids. Me and my wife, I brought my family. My dad came. We got on this Avatar. I don't know if you went on that joint, but it's like a, like the Avatar, the blue people, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like they riding the little birds that they be riding, and it's like you get, how you get on the little motorcycles at arcade game.
Yeah.
That's how you jump on that joint.
I know.
But it's like it's really like a real life experience. Like you jump off the birds, like wind hitting your face and all that, bro. So I'm here. My dad might have been to my left or 2 joints over. I swear, when we was flying on that joint, I have never seen or heard my dad laugh. Like, he sounded like a 5-year-old kid. But I said, this joint is bringing the kid out of this man. Like, I never forget that moment, bro. Like, that's probably the most memorable thing at the Pro Bowl.
No, facts.
Just like how much Disney turned my dad into a child, bro. It was incredible.
Just the whole family, bro.
Yeah, like, I honestly felt like they should have just kept the Pro Bowl in Orlando. It was cool in Vegas, but it's like, it's Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna be there.
More for family type of thing. Orlando is, I feel like, the perfect situation
bro.
for family. You know what I mean?
Bro, when I went to Vegas, bro, it was like, it was family time, but it really wasn't. So it's like, you spending time with family, but how much you gonna do in Vegas?
Right.
You trying to hit the casino.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You trying to do this, go to the little Aria. I mean, not Aria. You trying to hit a Dre's, hit a bunch of spots. It's like more of an adult type joint versus kids.
For sure.
But yeah, about to say, I know that Pro Bowl experience was really awesome for you. And like I said, I was proud of you, man. Happy to see you, go to the Pro Bowl. Because like you said, you go through that adversity of like, you get traded, you know what I'm saying? You're going through all the emotions and everything, but to have that success and be able to put on for the city, I know that's meant a lot for you, but also your family as well. But then now, you know, you get your first time hit free agency. Obviously, you signed your deal here in Chicago. I already told you how happy I was for you for that and everything. So just kind of talk about, obviously, and you've been having a good year this year too. You're on track to hit another 1,000, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, your career is picking up, man. Talk about just your, you know, obviously choosing to come to Chicago for free agency. Like, what kind of went into that process?
Really, bro, like, even after the first situation, it was kind of simple for me, bro. I want to go wherever I wanted.
Exactly.
Kind of just make it simple like that. I was telling David, bro, like, teams was, a couple teams were interested or whatever, but I really wanted to go wherever I was wanted at the most. You know what I'm saying? And that meant a lot to me.
No, 100%.
Coming off the situation I was in. You know what I mean? Just being where you wanted at and then being able to come in here every single day with a great group of guys. You know what I'm saying? Just go to work and then continue to earn my respect every single day. First and foremost in here, but still around the league, bro. So that's a lot of stuff I still want to do. We should have an okay year, I feel like. Started off pretty slow for sure. Yeah. But we still got 5 games left, bro. So just looking to finish strong for sure. And then you know, adversity was up and down throughout the whole year with the team in general. So we still got some stuff we still trying to do, bro. I feel like we got to finish this year strong.
So TB, Thomas Brown, became the offensive coordinator. Obviously, the past couple games, you know, there's a little bit of a struggle when, you know, Shane and the offense and some different communication things. TB comes in, offense is playing very well. What do you feel like has been the difference between, obviously, Shane and Thomas as far as not only just the play call and whatever, but just the demeanor and just because he's got in front of the team when we do our team keys. Yeah. And you can just see the fire in him. You know what I'm saying? Like you see he's a solid dude. What's your feelings on TB?
Much respect for him as a man first and foremost.
Sure.
But Shane as well. I just feel like just 2 different personalities, I would say. But the plays are what the plays are.
Exactly.
So I can't really tell you what the as far as the success that we've been having in the last couple of weeks. Yeah, we've been having success, but we haven't won. So it's like
exactly.
It's always stuff that could be much cleaner, detail-wise and things like that. But he's done a great job. But just when he got the promotion to the OC, of just coming in, you know what I'm saying? Like just talking to us and kind of just getting us going as far as just continue to go to work, bro. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Change has been made. We got to move on from it. Never want to see that type of thing happen, especially during the season.
Exactly.
Just kind of got to have a fast mindset in the sense of moving forward and getting things on the right track. So I feel like he's done a great job of just, you know what I mean, leading us as an offense and now leading us as men as a whole unit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that just from obviously the outside looking in, just on the sideline, you know, things have been looking a little more crisp on the offense. Guys have been playing more confidence. But, you know, at the same time, like, I always kind of look at it like players are the ink that write coaches' resumes, right? So, you know, you can put a lot on play calling and things like that, but at the end of the day, like, you know, guys got to go out to execute. I think Caleb's been playing faster, cleaner, and obviously, so that allows everybody else to play better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, obviously, you know, TB is our new interim head coach, and you know, I first and foremost, I never like seeing something like this because at the end of the day, we all men, we all human, we all got families. You don't ever want to take nothing off nobody's plate. You know what I'm saying? So when things like this happen, it's unfortunate. I've only been a part of it once in my career. So yeah, you don't like to see a head coach get fired. But at the same time, just moving forward, I'm excited for TB to get an opportunity to lead this team, to kind of put his stamp on things. I mean, in my opinion, it's almost like he's getting an interview before any other candidate before they try to start, you know, next year and stuff like that. So he spoke to the team today. I'm not going to kind of get into the details and things that he said, but I just think that, you know, I really enjoyed this dude. Actually, I didn't even realize this, but TB is actually went to high school, close where I went to high school at in Georgia, Tucker High School, which is close to MLK High School. It's kind of in the same county. I just found that out a couple of days ago. But nah, TB's a solid dude, man, so I'm excited to see how things go forward. But just from a player perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to try to do what I can, you know, these next 5 games to help this team out as much as possible. I know you will.
For sure.
So regardless of who's be running the team or whatever, we all as players got to do more to, you know, to win these games. Because at the end of the day, we all play a part of, you know, our coach getting fired. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a team thing. It's not just players, it's coaches, it's all of us working together. So that's what the message is the unity of the team coming together, being more disciplined, being more accountable to each other, and trying to go out there and find solutions and find answers. So like you said, we can take this momentum, these next 5 games into next year and kind of build off that. So,
100%.
But Dre, man, I appreciate you coming on the show.
You already know, bro. Appreciate you.
Andre has been intercepted, man. So thank you for tuning in, man. And y'all tune in for the next week's episode. Thanks for watching Intercepted. Make sure to stay glued to the recap for new episodes all season here on YouTube.